Yep, because I'd sprayed it.
Yep, I remember you doing that. I thought.
Good morning, everyone, or afternoon. Yeah,
good morning yet.
Good morning yet. Everyone from the Effingham County Fair, Altamont, day. What is it? Day.
It's our day 2 here, but if you start counting Sunday and Monday's card combined on Monday, it's the 4th card of racing, 3rd day of racing here at Effingham County.
As we bring you 7 races today, and then we make the mad dash to Marshall for this evening for a 6 p.m. card. We think we're going to be okay getting there. We've got 2 sets of equipment. David's going to head down as soon as he can get his computer closed up. He'll be down there getting things set up for us, at least electricity and sound, and then Lisa and I will get there, get the rest of it set. David's doing the track announcing tonight, a lot on his plate. It's as we were talking with someone else, when you only announce one time a year, it's a little rough. But then again, one time's one more than you really want to do, right?
Right. I think everyone knows I'm the last person to call on the list, just because I know we have a need in this state, and I know I can do it at least halfway. But if conflicts arise, if Kurt's got to go call NASCAR or something, I am on the list, I'll say.
Okay. All right.
Just the bottom of it.
And just another beautiful, it's a sunny day. It's going to be a little warm, but we've got the breeze blowing in the right direction.
It's going to be a little, 85, 87 a day high, but the breeze is coming out of the right direction for us, so it's hitting us in the face and not hitting us in the back through the grandstand. Had a nice little chat with Tanner Spittler last night from over in Marshall. We were kind of doing some game planning and whatnot. I know how hard he's worked and that whole crew's worked over there at Clark County. He's excited. He loves horse racing. He did the picks for Harness Tube for us, so we're going to kind of be taking our points along all night long. Excited to put on a good product for him and for the fair down there.
And there's the legend, the
Hall of Famer, Freddie Patton Jr.
Freddie Patton Jr. getting his horses wore up. We seen Mike Cox this morning.
Freddie was hollering at me when I was walking across the track earlier, just smiling, giving me a hard time, but always in a good mood, always got a smile on his face.
And so with that, we're going to take a quick station break and allow some of our commercials to run here, but you're listening to Harness Tube on YouTube.
Craftsmanship still exists at Yoder's Custom Woodworking and Amish Furniture. From custom kitchens and built-ins to handcrafted furniture, outdoor poly, and more. Family owned and trusted since 1995. Visit Yoder's in Sullivan or call 217-728-2166 today.
Avenatti Racing, a third-generation, family-run stable with a legacy of excellence. Centrally located between Illinois, Indiana, and Kentucky racing programs, Avenatti Racing specializes in buying yearlings, breaking, training, and racing top-performing standardbreds. Call 217-840-6469 or email avenattiracing@gmail.com today. Avenatti Racing, from yearling to racetrack, we build contenders.
Kerr Auction is your trusted source for ag equipment, attachments, construction gear, trucks, trailers, and hard-to-find parts. With live and online auctions at kerrauction.com, you can bid from anywhere, field, job site, or front porch. From big equipment to small parts, if you need it, Kerr Auction has it. Don't miss your next deal. Check out kerrauction.com today. Kerr Auction, built for the working world.
Why pay more for the same groceries? Your favorite brands at prices you'll love. Right here in Mattoon. Family owned and proud to serve our community. Proud supporters of local harness racing and the Coles County Fair. Stop in and save today. B&D Grocery in Mattoon.
experience matters. At Simmons Stable, Illinois Hall of Fame trainer Tom Simmons, along with wife Benita, has built a legacy of developing and racing championship standardbreds. From yearling to winner's circle, every horse is guided with experience, expertise, and care. Simmons Stable, 217-801-4246.
Looking to move your mobile home? Need a roll-off dumpster at a competitive rate? Or maybe it's time to demo that old mobile home? Pine Ridge Mobile Home Transport has you covered. We serve Central Illinois with reliable mobile home transport, offer affordable roll-off dumpsters for the Springfield area, and provide expert demolition services across Illinois and Missouri. For fast, friendly service, call Wayne Decker at 217-313-9744. That's 217-313-9744. Or find Pine Ridge Mobile Home Transport on Facebook, your one-stop solution for mobile home services.
Back with you on Harness Tube. Well, hey, check out our website, folks, at harnesstube.com. That's harnesstube.com. Driver profiles, driver standings in the Harness Tube
analyst selections.
Drive for the belt.
Oh, yeah. That's in my car again today.
Drive for the belt, yes.
The belt, the championship belt we have for our Harness Tube Drivers Champion of the Year. Wyatt's got a commanding lead. He's been doing a heck of a job this year, but I don't want to give it away yet. We still have a few races to go.
Not really. He didn't drive down here yesterday, right? JD got points yesterday.
Wyatt was here, but it was a short card, and Archie won one, and it kind of was a mixed. It wasn't like Wyatt was dominating. 2 years ago, he was the driver's champion and won like 6 or 7 one day or something.
3 track records in a day or something like that.
That was great seats a year, yeah, absolutely.
And we happen to be over at Charleston. And, David, I want to comment. I really like it when Charleston and Altamont split theirs up. I think it does better for the horsemen, and I think they need to think about doing that on a regular basis. They're not divided.
Right. They work together as much as they possibly can. I know there's a lot of other commitments with, carnivals and whatnot, but the horseman representation definitely does try to work around each other the best they can. You don't want to stack your races on top of somebody else because that takes horses out of your box, obviously. But like you said, separating these week-long racing fairs. Charleston races 3 days over a whole week, and Altamont races 6 days over 7 days of fair. Keeping them separate. It's harder on us. It's a lot of running around for you and I and Lisa and whatnot. But I think the horsemen, the fans, especially in this part of the state, get a great exposure, a great kind of hype up going into the Downstate Classic, the State Fair, DuQuoin, Day of Champions, or whatever we're going to call it this year. I think it kind of is that ramp-up season we're right in the middle of right now.
Absolutely, and it makes it nice when we can plant someplace and kind of call it home for the week. Even if we have some drives like tonight, we're driving over to Marshall for an hour, and it'll be an hour and just about 30 minutes back the other direction to the B&B, but that's driving David does tonight as opposed to another hour we would have added on in the morning. But we have a nice B&B over in rural Brownstown area. I want to thank the couple that we did that from. Nice little surroundings out there out in the country, nobody bothering us. If the weather was cool, we'd have a fire. We'd be sitting outside by the fire pit.
They had lawn chairs and sticks in the fire pit for us and all. It's too hot out there. But we appreciate those quiet, peaceful places where we can get together. And we do a lot of teamwork at night. I know that sounds crazy, but the computers get out of our bags. And last night I built up a sponsor we had a new broadcast sponsor added last night, so I was working on that, working on getting Lincoln's track records updated, working on Marshall's files, all these kind of things that we do whenever we're together and get that time to, not be sitting in a hotel room just waiting until the next race.
The 82nd annual Effingham County Fair getting set for harness racing in about 19 minutes, top of the hour at 12 noon local central time. We will go racing. Already this week we've broken 2 track records. That came Monday. Yesterday we saw driver Harold Finn Jr. score his 100th career victory. 7 races today featuring the Illinois Standardbred Association Stakes for 2-year-old trotters and pacers. And today's races can be heard live on KJ Country 102.3 FM in Effingham. Greg Sapp and Matt Robinson bring you all the action. Download the KJ Country app on your smartphone or log on to www.kjcountry.com. Harness Tube is in the house again today. They are positioned here on the infield in the bleachers. Great to have Steve Surratt, David Brink, and also Lisa Surratt with us. Visit their website at harnesstube.com. A huge thank you to David Brink for filling in as the track announcer this evening at the Clark County Fair at Marshall. David, we owe you one because you bailed us out of a jam. So, yeah, Steve, you should certainly get something out of this, and we don't want to neglect Lisa. I might see some sandwiches at the Illinois State Fair in your future, and those guys are saying thumbs up. Pick a winner once again today in the grandstand. I see that Scott Beal, assisted by our Pick a Winner helpers, getting everything organized and ready to go. With these 12 noon post times, that means that Scott down front there has to stand the sunshine for a good part of the program, unlike when we started at 1 o'clock and he gives a thumbs down. Good to see Kenny Shoemaker and the Lions Club gang once again helping us out with Pick a Winner and program sales this year. We'll take a look at the program changes in a few moments, and in just a second we'll hear from Scott. He'll bring us up to speed on what to expect in the grandstand here today. Hello, Scott. We'll check on the audio difficulties in just a moment.
All right, David, we'll pull us back up. We'll actually go to commercial. We'll be back.
Works with me.
Long before the crowds arrive, the work is already underway. Track after track. Kevin Miller Stable campaigns winning standardbreds across the Midwest. Kev Miller Stable, 217-254-0170.
For over 40 years, horses have been our way of life. Built on experience, patience, and care. From sale preparation to rehabilitation, we are committed to helping horses reach their potential. Brenneman Equine, a tradition of horsemanship. Call Lamar or Ronnie today.
Bring ours back up until Kirk comes on. Their sound man making his way. Can you?
Driver changes coming up. Soundman's crossing the track to get Scott's mic hooked back up. I don't know.
We talked about Tina. I don't know if we talked about on the air. Lisa was talking with Tina Schrock the other night about working the paddock and stuff during the state fair. And
what was the number she said?
14 miles per day
for like 5 days of racing or whatever it was. It was ridiculous. And you talk about hard work. That lady never stops working, especially when we're racing over at Springfield. She wears a lot of hats. If you stick around long enough, I think sometimes she even cleans stalls after the horsemen leave and gets them picked out.
Well, I'll give you an example. We went to DuQuoin to fill in for that other group that was in DuQuoin. What was it, 2 years ago?
24 maybe, yeah. Probably.
And we get down there the night before, and Tina and Marietta
are down stalls,
cleaning stalls, and getting stalls assigned, and doing that. I mean, folks, none of us are getting rich off of harness racing. I will just say that. We do this. David's passion, because he's trained, it's been in the family, he's driven, is for the harnessman and making that happen, okay? And so we didn't get Scott Beal in our mix, and that
happens sometimes.
That happens sometimes. That makes it easier over here on the control board.
I don't think the radio wanted him, so maybe we got their mix this time, and so we stripped him out or something. Well, speaking of the radio guys, they've done a great job all week. KJ Country 102.3 out of Effingham. I listened to the broadcast when I couldn't be down here the other day, and they're knowledgeable. They flow with Kurt. It's fun to hear them kind of banter back and forth, and they're committed to covering the harness racing at Altamont.
I've been here every year.
That's cool. That's really, really cool, you know. And Matt's been over here talking to us, asking us questions about broadcast and video and stuff, and just really nice guys, good people, period.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a great atmosphere, folks. If you've never been in here,
Holy smokes.
if Lisa's listening to this, give us a shot back over where the campers are if you're listening to our audio stream over there, Lisa, because even if it's through the fence, I want people to see the vast amount of
70 campers?
Oh, at least.
Because there's 20 over there. There's probably 50 back there, maybe 10 over here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Effingham County Fair must have the monopoly on camper rentals for the fair season because this place is loaded. But as we're coming in, you see four campers backed up into a box and families out there cooking breakfast and kids playing.
And she's got the ones over here to the north of us. There's a whole batch there, and then there's
20.
a whole batch behind her over on as we came in.
I would say twice that many or more over in the other corner of the fair. Plus there's 5, 6 over here, maybe 10 behind the carnival too. So
absolutely,
it's really a top-notch fair. They put on a great show. That we got invited to eat breakfast, but the pork producer serving a full hot breakfast from 6 to 9 every day. You know, fairs don't do that anymore. It's kind of a cool thing because people stay here. So they sleep in the camper, they wake up, they go get breakfast, they maybe make some cinnamon rolls for the kids or whatever, and they stay here all week long and spend money at the fair and enjoy the activities, enjoy the attractions and the stage shows. It's a really good environment down here.
Well, and you can tell that it's a whole culture because you've got the grills out, the electric skillets back there, and different things.
Well,
and they're getting together late at night. I bet those people don't go to bed till after midnight.
Yeah, and a little beer flowing too. But our friend Paula Beard-Zitrus from up in Peoria, this is her home fair. Her friends and family come down and they camp out all week and partake in it. And that's just a kind of a cool, tradition to do and something that's obviously part of the Effingham County way. But not only just that, like you say, we have, is it the Legion or the Lions? I can't see.
Lions.
They got like 10 kids running these pick winners up, and they're eager. They're over here early. They have instructions. It's routine here. It's not just a one-off thing. Their horse racing is part of their fair. All the fair board is, pays attention to the track. They're picking up stuff and kind of getting stuff prepped. It's really an amazing kind of well-oiled machine down here.
Well, and everything is pro-fair.
Yes.
This is a group that's on the same page. The radio stations doesn't hate that we're here.
Nope.
We don't hate that the radio station's here. We've been, both parties have been welcome here for the day. And look at this. Here comes our tie-dyed.
I think.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the program changes. Pick a winner players. Heads up. You'll want to be aware of any driver changes and scratches. So let's start in the first race. Reminder, programs are on sale at the Altamont Lions Club booth below the grandstand toward the north end. In the first race, driver change on number 1 Mound Station. That'll be Wyatt Avenetti. First race, number 1 Mound Station. The driver, Wyatt Avenetti. Number 4, Unlimited Credit, the driver, Mike Brink. Number 4, Unlimited Credit, the driver is Mike Brink. No changes to report in that second race. In the third event, the driver of number 3, Touch of Turbulence, Jordan Patton. That's the third race. Number 3, Touch of Turbulence, the driver will be Jordan Patton. In race 4, the driver of number 4, Roll On Ms. Jones, Archie Buford. Fourth race, number 4, Roll On Ms. Jones, the driver, Archie Buford. Race 5 has no changes at this time. Race 6, Aaron Martin has a double call, so there will be a driver change coming up to be announced. Seventh race, the driver of number 2, Hey Freaky, Jordan Patton. That's the 7th race. The driver of the 2, Hey Freaky, will be Jordan Patton. Those are the changes as they currently stand. Once again this year, as has been the case annually since 1972, the Effingham County Fair will recognize a leading driver for the week, a point system of 5 points for a win, 3 for second, 1 point for a third place finish. That award is sponsored by Doug McCain's Gourmet Barbecue Sauce. Coming into today's card, Wyatt Avenetti leads with 41 points, and he is the 3-time defending champion. Harold Finn Jr. second with 18, and then a 3-way tie for third. Matt Avenetti, J.D. Finn, Jordan Patton, all with 17 points. the Leading Trainer Award. This is the third time for that award to be offered. Again, a point system of 5, 3, and 1 for a first, second, and third place finish, respectively. The sponsor is the Geese King Schwartfeger Altamont VFW Post 7676, along with Team Searle of trainer Steve Searle. A plaque and $50 to go to the winner. And the trainer standings are topped by Jamaica Patton coming into this Wednesday card. Jamaica with 24 points, followed by Tom Simmons with 18, and then Dennis Gardner is third with 15 points. Stand by. Our pre-race ceremonies will be coming up in just a moment.
All right, David, you had some things that you wanted to touch on.
Right when we were going to the program changes, Kelly Siebert was up here handing us our Effingham County Fair T-shirts. They always hook us up with some apparel from the fair down here. I want to give her a huge shout out. Not only does Dean Weatherall does an amazing job putting these races on, but without Kelly, he wouldn't be able to do it. Kelly does she's his arms and legs. She's running all over, kind of organizing, the queens and the flowers and the blankets and all that kind of stuff. She's a great ambassador and works her butt off. So I want to give her a quick shout out as well. But we were saying before that, talk about
one additional driver change in race 2. The driver of number 2, Dashing Val, Jordan Patton. Race 2, number 2, Jordan Patton, the driver for Dashing Val, as we get set for Illinois Standardbred Association 2-year-old stakes races here today, featuring those Illinois conceived and foaled 2-year-old trotters and pacers.
And talking about the media being here and advertising, and I don't know exactly the details, but I would have to guess that Carl Becker had a huge influence on making sure that this fair was promoted, was entertaining to the fans, was all the little, they have a daily double where you can pick the first 2 winners of the first 2 races and get a prize. They have an awesome pick a winner with a bunch of giveaways. Carl was all about promoting and making sure that horse racing was in a positive light in the public's eye. And I think what we're seeing here today is an extension of what he started here,
Hey, and we got a wonderful memorial that you see in the sponsor slides.
Dean did a great job. He said he wanted to do something and Dean told, was it Lisa yesterday, he said he wouldn't be the man he was if it wasn't for Carl Becker. And that just tells you kind of the guy he was and what he meant to not only the people in Effingham County.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, good morning. Welcome back to the 82nd Annual Effingham County Fair. 7 harness races lined up and ready to go on a beautiful afternoon. This half-mile track ready for racing. Before we begin with our first event, it is time now for our pre-race ceremonies. We ask that you would please rise as you are able and please remain standing.
Real craftsmanship still exists at Yoder's Custom Woodworking and Amish Furniture. From custom kitchens and built-ins to handcrafted furniture, outdoor poly, and more. Family owned and trusted since 1995. Visit Yoder's in Sullivan or call 217-728-2166 today.
Avenatti Racing, a third-generation, family-run stable with a legacy of excellence. Centrally located between Illinois, Indiana, and Kentucky racing programs, Avenatti Racing specializes in buying yearlings, breaking, training, and racing top-performing standardbreds. Call 217-840-6469 or email avenattiracing@gmail.com today. Avenatti Racing, from yearling to racetrack, we build contenders.
Kerr Auction is your trusted source for ag equipment, attachments, construction gear, trucks, trailers, and hard-to-find parts. With live and online auctions at kerrauction.com, you can bid from anywhere, field, job site, or front porch. From big equipment to small parts, if you need it, Kerr Auction has it. Don't miss your next deal. Check out kerrauction.com today. Kerr Auction, built for the working world.
Why pay more for the same groceries? Your favorite brands at prices you'll love. Right here in Mattoon. Family owned and proud to serve our community. Proud supporters of local harness racing and the Coles County Fair. Stop in and save today. B&D Grocery in Mattoon.
A great time out on the Midway. That Lures Carnival was up and running. It was a hoppin'. There were a lot of people on the grounds here last night. Good crowd for the Queen pageant and a great crowd out on the Midway as well. Scott, nice job last night. And Mara Kirk of Effingham, our newly crowned Miss Effingham County Fair. There she is. Hello, Mara. And of course, Lydia Windling, whom we heard from just a moment ago. Scott, I was just telling folks, those of us who came as spectators last night, that was an excellent program. Job well done to you and everybody on that pageant crew. Made for a fun and festive evening, and we're ready for more racing.
All right, David, as we get ready for race one, let's go ahead and
Lisa has a shot of our new queen there. I don't know if that new queen was a cheerleader, but I'm going to go ahead and guess she was, because during the anthem, she had the cheerleader national anthem pose with the arm behind your back. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep. All right,
first race time?
Let's talk about this first race.
Cool.
And see what everybody has picked. And who's our...
Brady's picking today.
Brady Schrock. I thought he was disallowed, that he was banned and given a do not disturb sign.
He volunteered to be the default if I didn't have anybody, so I didn't have anybody else today.
Okay.
I got busy.
All right. Now it looks like 2 and 2.
Yeah, you and I went 5-3 on top, where Lisa and Brady went 3-5 on top. And we all kind of did a combination of the 1 and 2 on that third place horse, so we'll see kind of what happens there. But the big thing here is looking for Shady Maple Dream or Greedy Gangster to get the win.
And so, you know, my kind of thing, I like it when Darla's in the horse and or Aaron's in the horse, actually.
Yeah.
And unique story, you have to tell sometime.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can even get it on. Aaron Martin might be the most interesting person in the sport of harness racing. Graduated high school at 16. Played college baseball, throwing 90 miles an hour. Graduated college by 20 with 2 engineering degrees, mechanical and nuclear. Joined the Navy, was on a submarine as an officer for 7 months at a time. Worked for Department of Energy, changing nuclear reactors. Now he's a director.
And by the way, Scott and everyone else, there will be a delay before we begin today because of the fact, of course, we've got a great tractor and truck pull coming up tonight at the Effingham County Fair. That's the good news. The bad news is some of the tractor trailers transporting those machines have already parked on the infield, our pit area, and the way that those trucks and trailers are parked, they are blocking the view of essentially everything from the middle point of the backstretch to about the midpoint of the far turn, and that includes the fact they are blocking the position of the quarter pole from the line of sight for our judges and timers. So right now, members of our racing staff are tending to the situation. We'll have an update here in just a moment. There are tractor trailers out there representing polling teams, by the way, from Indiana, Missouri, and Kentucky. In fact, one of the rigs on the infield sports the name of a polling team from Versailles, Kentucky. So good to welcome the folks from Woodford County, Kentucky here today. They have an unbelievable history of horse racing in Woodford County. People often talk about Lexington and Fayette County, but if you really go back and look at the history books, both thoroughbred and standardbred racing, it was really Woodford County. You can make the case Woodford County, where Versailles is located, that's where a lot of the bigger standardbred and thoroughbred farms first originated back in the 19th century. The question has popped up before, how did Kentucky become the horse racing capital of America? They often tell the story it's because of the soil, and it's rich with limestone, and it makes for horses that as they're growing up, they get a lot of good nutrients and they get good strong bones. I'm going to tell you something, folks. That sounds good in a tourism pamphlet, but if you go back and look, if you go back and find old newspaper articles from Kentucky in the early 20th century, they made the claim that the whole reason Kentucky became the horse racing capital of the world was there was one guy around the Civil War time period, and he saw the potential for marketing his farm and the horses that he had and he turned it into a commercial breeding establishment. And then all of a sudden, everybody started sending all of their horses, their mares and such, to Kentucky, to his stallions. That individual and his marketing genius, that is really pinpointed as the reason Kentucky became the hotbed for breeding and racing of horses, both standardbred and thoroughbred. So I hear this all the time, and with all due respect, we love our friends in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, but I'm a bit skeptical of this claim that, oh, well, we became the horse racing capital because our soil is so much better than everybody else's for that purpose. I love them to death. It's a fantastic state and love everything they do for the sport. But I would encourage them, go back and read your own newspaper articles from back in the day. Go back 125, 150 years ago, and there were journalists, turf writers, who actually laid it out. They saw this happening. They saw aggressive farm managers and farm owners who were determined to make Kentucky the horse racing capital of the world. Again, in a delay situation, as we try to get some of the tractor trailers repositioned on the infield in order for a line of sight that would be unobstructed at least toward the quarter pole near the end of the backstretch. We'll have more in just a moment. While we are waiting, a reminder about the driver changes in the first race today. Wyatt Avenatti drives number 1, Mound Station. And on the 4, Unlimited Credit, the driver will be Mike Brink. First race today, the Mark Red Phillips Memorial. And we start off with the Illinois Standardbred Association 2-year-old trot. Not enough colts and fillies to have separate colt and filly divisions, so they all go in one division. That's why the purse is a bit stronger here, $4,990, the purse for the first race. 5%, third place 12%, and then it's 8% for fourth and 5% for a fifth place finish. Saw the tractor trailer rig representing the Hagedorn polling team out on the infield. They are always a factor no matter where they go. Again, folks, that's the great news, and we appreciate the members of the polling community who are now working with our own Kelly Siebert and our own Dean Weatherall to get those tractor trailer rigs positioned in a different manner. Again, the key, if nothing else, just to have a clear line of sight toward the quarter pole to at least be accurate with our fractional splits here today for the quarter and the 3/4. Right now, Dave Ruff, one of our associate judges, and our presiding judge, Alvin Siebert, also are in communication by two-way radio with our officials back in the first turn. Our patrol judge is Mark Kingery. So a lot of folks are working on the situation. But Scott, I think so far one can say that even though we had some rain to deal with over the weekend, things are up and running. It's great to have our 82nd annual Effingham County Fair going in full force, and we're just getting started. A lot more racing to come and a lot more grandstand activity. I forgot
to pull Kurt down.
Sure.
So now I'm just hoping that my friends in Fayette and Woodford County, Kentucky, haven't been logged on listening, because I may be out of a job this fall.
Uh-oh.
All right, David, as they get those trucks moved, I'm going to kind of take a shot here at the back and see.
What
so
we can
far,
see,
they haven't moved in any place that we need them.
I think they're just tightening them into the center of the infield, so probably getting over this way.
Yep, over this way a little bit. I think they got, yeah. So we'll lose them for a second, get them back, lose them for a second, get them back.
Is what it is.
Yeah. We've had worse, let's put it that way.
We've had worse.
And it never fails. I go back to when we went down south to
Carmine, the dirt pile?
The dirt pile. Every time Randy Callahan came to look at something, it was
happened behind the dirt pile. Yeah. It's funny, those drivers know where those blind spots are or something. It's crazy, yeah.
Yeah. And what we were talking about, I was talking about this with the judge yesterday here, that it took the horsemen a little bit when we first came on board to realize that there was a camera on you now.
You're right.
And
it changes things.
Then to figure out where those blind spots were.
It took them a year or two, but they figured it out. But no, it's it's a new angle out there. And, you know, the driver or the car cam at Springfield this year, we caught a lot of different angles that people probably weren't on camera under the camera one shots.
Absolutely.
First race of the day. We talked a moment ago about the fact that last night, of course, you were the MC, and we crowned a new Miss Effingham County Fair Queen. From Effingham, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mara Kirk. Hello, Mara.
Hello. Hello.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question, Mara. Last night, it's a great part of the county fair.
Yes.
I admire anybody who's got the courage to get out on that stage, and when you know that you got to hold, this is a big grandstand, you got a lot of eyes focused on you. How do you deal with the pressure in that situation? How do you stay focused on what you want to say, like during the speech and so forth?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of practice throughout the summer. You know, I practiced walking, my interview, and my speech. So it does take a lot of confidence to go out there, but last night I was going out to win, and that's exactly what I do. So I showed it on stage.
Now bring us up to speed. You are from Effingham. Are you currently a student? Where are you going to school? And I think also, I think you have a familiarity with animals through a role with a vet clinic. So tell us about that.
Yeah. So I'm the 21-year-old daughter of JP and Jennifer Kirk. We do reside in Effingham. This year I will be starting my senior year at Murray State, and I am majoring in pre-vet, hoping to become a veterinarian in the future. I currently work at Eastside Vet Clinic, and I love every single thing about it.
I have always wondered, I have taken cats from the farm into a vet clinic before, and that can be a challenge. Those of you who actually work on the staff at a veterinary clinic, I'm amazed at how you're able to deal. Sometimes these animals can be kind of high-strung. They haven't always been around humans a lot. What is the key? What do you do? How do you all find a way, even with, let's say, a cat, and a cat is swinging its paws around and baring its teeth? How do you deal with a situation like that?
I think it takes a lot of patience. I have battle scars all over my arms of cat scratches and dogs trying to bite me, but yeah, it takes a lot of patience, but I'm a huge animal lover, so I make sure to take real good care of them.
Speaking of being an animal lover, how about the harness races? Are you looking forward to your first opportunity to present a blanket to our winning connections today?
Yeah, I'm so excited, and good luck to all of the jockeys.
And thank you so much, Mara. Now, don't go away. Lydia, step on over here. We heard from our junior Miss Lydia Wendling a moment ago singing the national anthem. First of all, great job, Lydia. At what age did you begin to sing for public events of this nature?
Looking down at really young, honestly, maybe 5 or so. I remember singing with my mom. I've been singing it with my mom at church for a long time, but I think my first national anthem, like seven-ish, you know. I don't really know. I was just really young, so I can't remember all of it.
Lydia, how old are you now? What grade this fall? Where do you go to school?
I am 12 years old, and I'm going to Effingham Junior High this fall as a 7th grader.
You were crowned, of course, on Sunday night. So you get the best of both worlds because you got to spend some time with our retiring queen who continues as Miss Illinois County Fair, Krista Phillips, and now you are becoming familiar with our newly crowned queen, Mara Kirk. So far, in addition to getting to know those two young ladies and making friends with them, I know you've only been junior miss a couple of days. Anything that you can pinpoint that's been your favorite experience at the fair so far?
I would have to say meeting little girls that come up to me and saying hi, and also doing my first slingshot with the shirts. I've been looking forward to that forever. So that was really fun.
We talked about the fact that your mother, Erin, is the former Erin Birch. She's a former Miss Effingham County Fair Queen. How important has it been for you, the guidance and support that your mom and dad both have given you?
Oh, it's very important. My mom has been helping me a lot. She always has. She's very supportive, and my dad too. He's out here today. They've both been very supportive, and Mom has been helping me a lot with all of the, speeches, introductions, things like that, and Dad just always tells me how pretty I look, and it's really nice and sweet.
Well, we're glad to have you. Again, that's Lydia Windling, our junior miss, joined to her left by Mara Kirk, the newly crowned Miss Effingham County Fair Queen. How about a hand for our royalty? Ladies, thank you both. And in the meantime, the vehicles parked on the infield. Our thanks, by the way, to our friends in the polling community. They have been very gracious. They were happy to help, and they have opened up a path now where at least our racing officials and timers have an unobstructed view of that blue marker near the end of the backstretch that marks the quarter and the 3/4 mile mark. We're ready to go with our first race. Race 1, the Illinois Standardbred Association ISA 2-year-old colt and filly trot. A reminder, many of these 2-year-olds are prepping for the Illinois State Fair, where racing begins 1 week from tomorrow. Number 1, Mound Station, is owned by Larry Longnecker of Sumner, trained by Darla Martin Lohman. Wyatt Avenetti is in the bike. 2, GJ's Grace Enough, owned by Chuck Doring of Brownstown. David and Mindy Smith of Brownstown, trained and driven by J.D. Finn. 3, Shady Maple Dream, owned by Tony Bell of Windsor, co-owned by trainer Freddie Patton Jr., and Freddie is the driver. Number 4, Unlimited Credit, owned by Mike Brink of Springfield. Ray Hanna of Altamont, trained by Ray, driven by Mike Brink. 5, Greedy Gangster, owned and trained by Darla Martin Lohman of Effingham, co-owned and driven by her nephew, Aaron Martin of Marion. The Mark Red Phillips Memorial. Of course, Red was our track superintendent for a number of years. This racetrack is named in his memory, and we get ready to go here with our first of 7 races. They are at the post, and the gate is rolling for our first event. Field moves into the turn. Mr. Charles Miller and Mr. Dave Ruff are timers today. Mr. Miller said, had they not gotten those vehicles moved, he said, I was going to take the half-mile mark in the finish, and I was going to have Dave Ruff cover the quarter and the 3/4. Dave said, I'll make something up, and he says it with a smile, of course. Here they come. Problems for Unlimited Credit, who's off stride. Locally based horse Unlimited Credit is on a break. The rest are off and trotting. There goes Shady Maple Dream out for the lead for Illinois Hall of Famer Freddie Patton Jr. into the first turn. Greedy Gangster comes away in second. Mound Station is out third. GJ's Grace Enough is in fourth. And Unlimited Credit last of the 5 as they swing off the first turn and head up the backstretch here in the Wednesday opener at the Effingham County Fair Harness Races. Good to have you with us on site. Good to have those of you who join us on Harness Tube and on KJ Country. Mound Station broke stride, and Mound Station, as a result of that break, is now a distant fourth. In the meantime, Shady Maple Dream is the leader past the quarter by a length and a half. 33 and 4 the time for the opening quarter, 33 and 4/5 seconds. They move down the north side of the course. Shady Maple Dream is leading it by just a length, with Greedy Gangster in second by a length and a half. GJ's Grace Enough third, another 8 lengths back to Mound Station, who's trying to make up for some lost ground in fourth. And here's Greedy Gangster. Greedy Gangster moves to the outside and tries to draw alongside of our pace setter, Shady Maple Dream, still with a half-mile to go here in the Mark Red Phillips Memorial, and they are stride for that top spot. Shady Maple Dream and Greedy Gangster, first half, 106 and 2, 106 and 2/5 of a second. Back through the south turn they go. Shady Maple Dream with Freddie Patton Jr. in the green and white driving colors, and to the outside Greedy Gangster and Aaron Martin in the brown and gold driving colors, and that door-to-door battle continues at the midpoint of the backstretch. GJ's Grace Enough 5 lengths off that pair in third, another 15 lengths to Mound Station, another 15 back of that one to Unlimited Credit as they head for the final turn. 3/4, 1:38 and 3, 1 minute 38 and 3/5 seconds. Shady Maple Dream saving the ground on that inside lane, once again has done that since the start, and as a result now has opened up on Greedy Gangster, who had to go the longer way to the outside at both the south and north end of the track. It's going to be Shady Maple Dream to win the opener for Freddie Patton Jr., third win of the year for Shady Maple Dream. That 2-year-old trotting filly won it by 5 lengths. Greedy Gangster was home second by 2 lengths. GJ's Grace Enough was across the wire in third, Mound Station fourth, and Unlimited Credit was fifth. Time for the mile, 2:08 and 2. 2:08 and 2/5 of a second. We'll meet the winner in just a moment. We'll recap it. We'll play Pick a Winner shortly, and horsemen, you may come to the track with race 2.
Well, David, right out of the gate, there's that Brady Schrott guy. He hits the trifecta right out of the gate. Lisa gets 75 points right below him, and you and I got half as much.
I'm still gawking at this last quarter by these 2-year-old trotters in 29 and 4 over this track. They trotted home, so that was a nice mile there by Shady Maple Dream. And that kind of explains why Greedy Gangster couldn't quite catch him turning for home. Just too fast. Nice mile.
Absolutely, but Gangster was there to push that horse just a little bit, just enough to make it kick it up a notch.
I think Aaron, one of the outside that lets his horse kind of get a easier around that turn, not having to bend so tight, but it cost him in maybe 50 more feet over the course of that. So decisions are made by horsemen. Sometimes they work, sometimes not.
So as we wait for the winter circuit, hopefully we got some more warm-ups done while we had that extra time.
I didn't see any. They're all on the track.
There's Jordan being the winner circle with Freddie.
I don't see.
Getting ready for the blanket presentation here for the first race today. On the way back is Shady Maple Dream. The program tells you there was a line to be announced for that filly, meaning she had raced at the Logan County Fair at Lincoln on Sunday. She was runner-up that day, and she trotted a mile in 2:09. She trots a tick quicker here today, 2:08 and 2, and gets her third win of the season. How about a hand for Shady Maple Dream? Race 1, the Mark Red Phillips Memorial, and members of the family now moving in trackside to make the presentation of the blanket to this winning 2-year-old filly owned by Tony Bell from Windsor, Illinois, and Freddie Patton Jr. of Clinton, Mississippi, who also happens to be the trainer and the driver. His daughter, Cy, visits him from their home state of Mississippi today. We talked about Cy a few days ago and how she graduated high school this year and is headed toward a vet tech program this fall. The Red Phillips Memorial, we always think back to trainer Tom Simmons, who's an Illinois Hall of Famer. And we remember years ago when he raced here, he had a 2-year-old pacer that raced a huge trip and had to go way out to the grandstand side to win. And I remember Tom Simmons said to us, he said, this racetrack is so good. He said, your track superintendent does a great job because the footing was equally good to the far outside, just as much so toward the inside. And that was during the time Red Phillips was the track superintendent. We've been blessed with a lot of great track superintendents and still are. And we remember one of them here, and our good friend Red Phillips with this first race to Shady Maple Dream. Speaking of a good track, tip of the hat to the brothers Bowman, Derek and Clint, because this first race, 2:08 and 2, that's a new lifetime record, a personal best for our winning filly, Shady Maple Dream. Thanks again to Mara Kirk and Lydia Windling assisting with the presentation. Here's the full field rundown. It is official for the first race. There's Darrell Gressel driving the first courtesy car, got his chef's hat on today. So Darrell, he's got a variety of fancy hats he likes to wear on these race days, and we always get a kick out of seeing what he will bring out next. Okay, here's the full field rundown for the first. Mound Station finished fourth, GJ's Grace Enough third, Shady Maple Dream the winner, Unlimited Credit finished 5, and Greedy Gangster finished 2. The quarter 33 and 4, the half 106 and 2, 3 quarters 138 and 3, and the time for the mile 2:08 and 2/5. Reads down 4:31.52. Second race coming up, Jordan Patton drives the 2, number 2 Dashing Val. That'll be Jordan Patton. Scott, as we throw it to you, one other note, thinking about Red Phillips, grandson Barrett Allward will be here.
Looking to move your mobile home? Need a roll-off dumpster at a competitive rate, or maybe it's time to demo that old mobile home, Pine Ridge Mobile Home Transport has you covered. We serve Central Illinois with reliable mobile home transport, offer affordable roll-off dumpsters for the Springfield area, and provide expert demolition services across Illinois and Missouri. For fast, friendly service, call Wayne Decker at 217-313-9744. That's 217-313-9744. Or find Pine Ridge Mobile Home Transport on Facebook, your one-stop solution for mobile home services.
Long for the crowd arrive. The work is already underway. Track after track. Kevin Miller's stable campaigns winning standardbreads across the Midwest. Kev Miller stable. 217-254-0170.
For over 40 years, horses have been our way of life. Built on experience, patience, and care. From sale preparation to rehabilitation, we are committed to helping horses reach their potential. We're in the line, a tradition of horsemanship. Call Lamar or Ronnie today.
Real craftsmanship still exists. At Yoder Custom Woodworking and Amish Furniture. From custom kitchens and built-ins to handcrafted furniture, outdoor poly, and more. Family owned and trusted since 1995. Visit Yoder's in Sullivan or call 217-728-2166 today.
Avenatti Racing, a third-generation, family-run stable with a legacy of excellence. Centrally located between Illinois, Indiana, and Kentucky racing programs, Avenatti Racing specializes in buying yearlings, breaking, training, and racing top-performing standardbreds. Call 217-840-6469 or email AvenattiRacing@gmail.com today. Avenatti Racing, from yearling to racetrack, we build contenders.
All right, David, back as they're doing some of the track stuff while things are going on here. And we thank all of our sponsors, all of our donors, all of our commercial people that we can't do that, can't make our travel expenses without doing that. And I mean, we're pretty simple people. What did we have for supper last night?
Pizza.
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 Joe's
Pizza and Pasta, a local delicacy down here. We thought it was a local joint here in Altamont. They're all over between 57 and I-70, and we had a deep dish Chicago-style pizza, some toasted ravioli, cheese sticks. Oh, man, it was good.
But here's the thing. We could have got cheaper. We got a medium. No, we got a medium pizza, and I think each of us ate one piece of pizza.
I know. We were so all that 2 pounds of mozzarella killed us, didn't it?
No, there's 2 pounds left on what's left of that pizza. But some good places we enjoy. You know, if you've got spots for us to eat at, we're going to be in your town overnight. Send us those places.
We've got some really good recommendations, haven't we?
A little place downtown. We had breakfast the last couple of days.
Open Door has been good.
I had something for me that you don't see a lot on the menu. Had a breakfast sandwich that had egg, bacon, tomato, Miracle Whip. That's my big thing. I'm a Miracle Whip guy.
No, it's tangy.
I do not like mayonnaise.
Well, thank you, Scott. Race 2 starters are out.
What is the tangy in there anyway? I hope I hear post break, but it's good stuff. Good answer.
Our thanks, by the way, to our friends at Allworks Gardens just south of Altamont. They have provided the floral arrangements that go with our winner's circle setting here along the inside, just inside of the home stretch and just immediately north of the infield judges stand. Great to have the winner's circle back, and Kim Runge and everybody at Allworks Gardens, they've been tremendous in helping us to decorate and make sure that it is cheerful and happy and a spot that's ready for our winning connection. Speaking of winners, Archie Buford won the final race on the card yesterday, and he picks up a drive here in race 2. Please note, number 1, one more BB, the driver Archie Buford. So you've got Archie Buford on number 1, and you've got Jordan Patton on number 2. The ISA, Illinois Standardbred Association 2-year-old filly pace for a purse of $2,500. The blanket sponsor, our Effingham County Clerk, Michelle Coleman. Let's meet the starters as the 3 horses come off the north side of the track, off that upper turn, and parade past the stands, moving north to south. We begin with number 1, One More BB, owned by Brian Brown of DuQuoin, trained by Charles Arthur. Contrary to the program, Archie Buford, in those orange and green driving colors, he is in the bike. Number 2, Dashing Val, owned by Evelyn and Elizabeth Radel of Edgewood, runner-up at the Logan County Fair on Sunday. Dashing Val comes in off a second-place finish at the Logan County Fair Sunday afternoon. The trainer is Freddie Patton Jr., but remember the driver, Jordan Patton. Number 3, Fox Valley Rouge, owned by Linda Allhands of Monticello, Jamaica Patton of Rochester, Walt Holmes out of Madison, Mississippi, trained by Jamaica Patton, and the driver is Mike Cox. Headed to the gate, race 2.
Looks like everybody except for Brady picked the 1 horse. He picked that for second. He picked the 3 horse in this Fox Valley Rogue, the Mike Cox horse. Everybody else picks One More BB.
There is a reason Archie Buford picked up a couple of drives today when he was not originally scheduled. Archie wants that driving title. And I don't think that there's any secret why he is picking up drives. He's a former champion. He was the last champion we had before Wyatt Avenatti went on this run here in recent years of winning the last 3 in a row. Wyatt leads the standings with 41 points. Archie comes into the day with 12 points. Archie going to set back to work in that chase for the leading driver award right now. And of course that award sponsored by Doug McCain's Gourmet Barbecue Sauce. Here they come. Off and pacing in the Effingham County Clerk Michelle Coleman race, and there goes Dashing Val. Dashing Val, quick to grab the racetrack, goes out for the early lead. One More BB goes second, and Fox Valley Rouge off stride in third as the field moves down through the south end of the course and now heads up the back stretch. Dashing Val is the leader. All 3 of these 2-year-old pacing fillies looking for a first career victory. So Dashing Val sets the tempo here early on and leads One More BB by 2 lengths in a gap of 20 more lengths back to Fox Valley Rouge, who is trying to close the gap after that early break. 30 1/5 for that opening quarter, 30 1/5 seconds. They work around the north side, that north turn after 3/8 of a mile. Dashing Val, your leader, and One More BB right behind her. And Fox Valley Rouge is still a distant third, but she is pacing well after that early break in stride at the start. Halfway home in race 2 here today, a beautiful August afternoon for racing at the 82nd Annual Effingham County Fair, and past the half-mile mark to the cheers of the fans in this magnificent grandstand, it is Dashing Val, your leader. 1 minute, 4/5 of a second, 1 minute and 4/5. That's been a good, honest pace. That will benefit Fox Valley Rouge, who's trying to close into that pace and make up some ground as they head onto the backstretch. She's still third. One More BB still second. But for how long? Here comes One More BB. Archie Buford guides that filly to the outside and draws alongside of Dashing Val. They're matching strides past the 3/4 mile mark. Still some 15 lengths to the good with Fox Valley Rouge in third. 3/4, 133 3/5 of a second. One More BB leads it now clear by 2-3 lengths to the top of the stretch. Dashing Val, that filly's got a high speed to her. She set a quick tempo, but she is now second off the final turn, and One More BB is going to win, so give 5 more points Don't give it to him. He earned it. Archie Buford earns 5 more points with a win as he looks back, reaches back behind him, and says bye-bye to the rest of the field. One more BB opened up, won it by 10 lengths. It was Dashing Val home second by 15, and Fox Valley Rouge was third. Time for the mile, 2:04 and 1. 2:04 and 1/5 of a second. First career victory for that 2-year-old pacing filly. One more BB.
Oh, David, a little showmanship by Archie as he crossed the line there.
He's a competitor, absolutely. Good, always got a good smile on his face, and he means, humor in it and everything, but a little showboat never hurt no one, right?
Absolutely, a little fun, just as long as it's,
tasteful,
something out
right?
tasteful. Yep, and dragging the whip has always been.
I think those guys do it to each other. They kind of, it's a joking thing. It's not. I've never seen anyone come off the track upset about it. If you're getting beat bad enough to get a whip drag, you kind of got to concede defeat, don't you?
Absolutely. So,
speaking of, the winner of our first race was Tony Bell and Freddie Patton on that horse, and I wanted to follow up. Barry Bell sent me a text. Apparently, there is a long list to even get a permit to bring a camper to the Effingham County Fair. So you talk about how cool it is here. I mean, this is a generational thing. They hand down permits, in a family, and it stays, that spot, is theirs for however long. So it's really cool to see that kind of tradition here in the Effingham County Fair before. So I need to do my owners.
Archie Buford came to Illinois out of Mississippi a few years ago and won the driving title at the Effingham County Fair. Since then, his career has taken him all over the Midwest as well as the Eastern Seaboard as a harness horse driver. He's won over 350 races in his career, and he wins race 2, the Effingham County Clerk Michelle Coleman race, with this 2-year-old filly pacer. One more BB. How about a hand for our winning driver, Archie Buford? Archie acknowledges the applause from the crowd, raises his right hand, wearing those green driving gloves, and now moves this filly, pulling the green race bike into the winner's circle. Our thanks to our county clerk, Michelle Coleman. Her race will go to a 2-year-old Captain Trevor filly, a $4,000 yearling purchase at the public auctions last fall, bred by the Victory Lane Standard Breds. Brian Brown of DuQuoin is the winning owner. Mr. Charles Arthur is the winning trainer. And Archie Buford, the driver, we talked about it yesterday. He won the final race of the day. He got disqualified in 2 races. He came up to talk to the judges at the end of the day, just said, help me out. Tell me where I went wrong. I want to learn. And folks, he's right back at work, and he is a winner today. There goes the whip. He throws the whip into the crowd to one of our young race fans. Archie Buford, thank you so much. We appreciate it. There he is, Archie Buford. And again, he has been finding a number of additional drives from what he was originally programmed for. So I think, if nothing else, Archie has decided, if Wyatt Avenetti's going to win again this year, I'm going to make him work for it for sure. And there he goes on the courtesy card. Once again, waves to the crowd. Judge, are we official? Thank you, Al Siebert. Here's the full field rundown from race 2. One more BB, the winner, Dashing Val 2, Fox Valley Rouge 3. The quarter, 30 and a fifth. The half, a minute, 4 fifths. 3 quarters, 133 and 3 fifths. The mile, 2:04 and 1/5. Reach down, 1, 2, 3. In the upcoming 3rd race, Jordan Patton drives number 3, Touch of Turbulence. Jordan Patton drives number 3, Touch of Turbulence. There goes the Tarrigator, the water truck past the stands. Again, our thanks to Derek and Clint Bowman and everybody pitching in to help on the track conditioning crew. It's been a good week for this race.
Kerr Auction is your trusted source for ag equipment, attachments, construction gear, trucks, trailers, and hard-to-find parts. With live and online auctions at kerrauction.com, you can bid from anywhere, field, job site, or front porch. From big equipment to small parts. If you need it, Kerr Auction has it. Don't miss your next deal. Check out kerrauction.com today. Kerr Auction, built for the working world.
Why pay more for the same groceries? Your favorite brands at prices you'll love. Right here in Mattoon. Family owned and proud to serve our community. Proud supporters of local harness racing and the Coles County Fair. Stop in and save today. B&D Grocery in Mattoon.
Experience matters. At Simmons Stable, Illinois Hall of Fame trainer Tom Simmons, along with wife Benita, has built a legacy of developing and racing championship standardbreds. From yearling to winner's circle, every horse is guided with experience, expertise, and care. Simmons Stable, 217-801-4246.
Looking to move your mobile home? Need a roll-off dumpster at a competitive rate? Or maybe it's time to demo that old mobile home? Pine Ridge Mobile Home Transport has you covered. We serve Central Illinois with reliable mobile home transport, offer affordable roll-off dumpsters for the Springfield area, and provide expert demolition services across Illinois and Missouri. For fast, friendly service, call Wayne Decker at 217-313-9744. That's 217-313-9744. Or find Pine Ridge Mobile Home Transport on Facebook, your one-stop solution for mobile home services.
Long before the crowd arrive, the work is already underway. Track after track. Kevin Miller's stable campaigns winning standardbreds across the Midwest. Kev Miller's stable. 217-254-0170.
For over 40 years, horses have been our way of life. Built on experience, patience, and
I'm up. Nope. We've got a. Is that not firing? There we go. We have another horse AI image for you to try to guess while we have some time Scott's doing some grandstand stuff. This horse was bred by Connie Hostetler of Homer and Jace Hostetler's stable. We know that name probably. But this horse is horse's name was stuck into a AI generator to come up with this picture, and we'll check the chats to see who gets the first $0 gift prize, or whatever we're going to call it. Second hint is 2/3 of the foals have started a race. Pretty good odds. That tells you this horse is a sire, too, so keep that in mind. Hint number 3. Former Illinois Horse of the Year. What is your best guess as to what you think our goofy little AI image is? As far as which horse in Illinois racing, current, past history, Hall of Fame, county fairs, what have you, could be anything. Doug Christopher's out there says Dance Monkey. Dance Monkey's not quite right, but you're in the, we'll say, the right universe. Julie Seals got it. Show-stopping monkey right there. And Jacqueline Finn not far behind. I'll throw you see the chats up there. But congratulations, guys. I'll get you your $0 gift card sometime soon. It's fine.
That RK's Up in Smoke is unbeaten. His trainer, Stan Swisher, has been debriefing with driver J.D. Finn after each race. We talked to Stan earlier today. He said when you've got a veteran horseman like J.D. sitting in that race bike, it's similar to when a race car driver, you'll get a veteran race car driver to shake down a race car. Sometimes when a team has been struggling, and they will call in an experienced race car driver to test it and say, where are we going wrong? What do we need to change with the setup? Here, nothing's been going wrong. However, J.D. Finn has pointed out that RK's Up in Smoke, when he corners through the turns, he's got a front foot that will wing up and will brush the inside of the opposite knee. So J.D. said you might want to do an equipment change. You might want to use what horsemen call a spreader. So change of equipment for RK's Up in Smoke. The spreader just kind of keeps those front knees further apart so that that front foot doesn't come up and brush the inside of the opposite knee. And again, it's not the straightaways, it's cornering through the turns that has been the challenge. Even with that, this is one nice 2-year-old pacer, and we'll see how things go for him here today. That's the one, RK's Up in Smoke. Here they come, race 3. They are off and pacing. There goes Touch of Turbulence out for the lead. RK's Up in Smoke is away in the second position, followed by Roll D Dice in third. RK's Up in Smoke put in an awkward step there right at the entry to the first turn. So J.D. Finn, that's why J.D. had to back off the accelerator pedal and let that horse settle down into a rhythm to get through the south turn, and they are through it just fine, but in second spot, as Touch of Turbulence is the leader up the backstretch. Leads it by a length and a half. RK's Up in Smoke goes second by just over 2 lengths. Roll D Dice is racing in third position, followed by Just a Tad Blue, who is last of the fourth. 31 and 2, the time for the opening quarter, 31 and 2/5 seconds. Around the north turn they go. Touch of Turbulence is the leader. Touch of Turbulence on top by 2 lengths. RK's Up in Smoke will go second by a length and a half as they come on down toward the halfway point. Roll D Dice looks to the outside and starts to move from third, and Just a Tad Blue is last of the 4, about 4 lengths off the lead. Still with 1 circuit to go in the Doug McCain's barbecue sauce race for 2-year-old pacing colts and geldings, and Roll D Dice is up to challenge Touch of Turbulence for the lead. 101 and 4 for the first half mile. 101 and 4. RK's Up in Smoke. He's in a position he's never been in his young career, third in the order. He has never been worse than second at any point of call. He's third. Can he maintain his unbeaten status? In the meantime, it's side by side for the lead. Roll D Dice draws alongside of Touch of Turbulence, and RK's Up in Smoke is 2.5 lengths back, still third. 3/4, 132 and 1. Now J.D. Finn is making it. Here he comes. RK's Up in Smoke. J.D. says it's time to go. He moves from left to right. He steers RK's Up in Smoke way out to the center of the racetrack. 3 horses contesting the lead and the win. The wire's coming. Roll D Dice has the lead. RK's Up in Smoke is facing defeat. Here's the wire. Roll D Dice wins it by a half length. Roll D Dice wins it by a half length. RK's Up in Smoke was across the wire in second. Touch of Turbulence third, and then Just a Tad Blue finished in fourth. Time for the mile, 2:01 flat. The time for the mile, 2:01 flat. So give credit where it's due. Roll D Dice has just handed RK's Up in Smoke his first loss. Having said that, between the equipment change and getting used to that for that young horse, and also having to race from a little further off the pace today, we talked about it earlier in the week with these young horses, these 2-year-olds, a loss is not always a problem as long as the 2-year-old learns something new. And I think that if you're trainer Stan Swisher, you've got to be pleased with the way that that horse handled equipment change and racing a little further off the pace, and didn't get beat by much, but did indeed suffer his first defeat. And congratulations to Roll D Dice. First career victory for our winning 2-year-old. Again, the time for the mile was 2 minutes and a fifth of a second. So a very fast mile, 2 minutes and 1/5 of a second. Also found it interesting watching J.D.
728-2166 today.
RK's Up in Smoke has had with cornering when he goes through those turns, and we noticed JD never really cut that horse loose till he got to the top of the stretch, started to move him to the outside on the turn, and then put the hammer down in the stretch and came up just a bit shy. But no embarrassment losing to Roll D Dice, because this pacer, despite being winless before today, had just been runner-up at the Coles County Fair at Charleston. In fact, this is the horse that was second to RK's Up in Smoke last week at the Coles County Fair. So how about a hand for the winner who turns the tables and gets the win today? And here is the Doug McCain's barbecue sauce blanket. We really appreciate all that Doug McCain's gourmet barbecue sauce does for the Effingham County Fair, and a sponsor of blankets and of the Leading Driver Award for many, many years. Congratulations to Ron and Dee Phillips of Athens, Jamaica Patton of Rochester, Dietrich Kelly of Canton, Mississippi. They are the owners of this 2-year-old gelded son of Time to Roll. The trainer, Jamaica Patton, leads our trainer standings for the week as he picks up another 5 points here. And our winning driver, Mike Cox, he had a win here yesterday. We yelled down from our spot in the infield judges stand to the winner's circle, and we asked Mike, you knew you had an unbeaten pacer that was coming after you in the stretch. Did you ever have any doubt you were going to hang on and win this race? And he gave us a smile and held his index finger and his thumb about an inch apart, just a little. Mike, it all worked out. That's a big win here this afternoon. Congratulations. Roll the dice, Mike Cox. Here's the full field rundown for that third race. RK's Up in Smoke finished 2. Roll D Dice was your winner. Touch of Turbulence 3, and Just a Tad Blue finished 4. The quarter 31 and 2. The half 101 and 4. 3/4 132 and a fifth. The time 2 minutes and 1/5 of a second. Reach down 2-1-3-4. Fourth race is on the way. A reminder, Archie Buford drives the 4. Roll on, Ms. Jones. Archie Buford drives number 4. Scott, if these races are any preview of the Illinois State Fair, we will probably...
Avenatti Racing, a third-generation, family-run stable with a legacy of excellence. Centrally located between Illinois, Indiana, and Kentucky racing programs, Avenatti Racing specializes in buying yearlings, breaking, training, and racing top-performing standardbreds. Call 217-840-6469 or email AvenattiRacing@gmail.com today. Avenatti Racing, from yearling to racetrack, we build contenders.
Is your trusted source for ag equipment, attachments, construction gear, trucks, trailers, and hard-to-find parts. With live and online auctions at kerauction.com, you can bid from anywhere, field, job site, or front porch. From big equipment to small parts. If you need it, Kerr Auction has it. Don't miss your next deal. Check out kerauction.com today. Kerr Auction, built for the working world.
Why pay more for the same groceries? Your favorite brands at the prices you love. Right here in Matt.
Experience matters. At Simmons Stable, Illinois Hall of Fame trainer Tom Simmons, along with wife Anita, has built a legacy of developing and racing championship standardbreds. From yearling to winner's circle, every horse is guided with experience, expertise, and care. Simmons Stable, 217-801-4246. Looking to move your mobile home? Need a roll-off dumpster at a competitive rate? Or maybe it's
it's time to demo that old mobile home, Pine Ridge Mobile Home Transport has you covered. We serve Central Illinois with reliable mobile home transport, offer affordable roll-off dumpsters for the Springfield area, and provide expert demolition services across Illinois and Missouri. For fast, friendly service, call Wayne Decker at 217-313-9744. That's 217-313-9744. Or find Pine Ridge Mobile Home Transport on Facebook, your one-stop solution for mobile home services.
Long for the crowd drive. The work is already underway. Track after track. Kevin Miller Stable campaigns winning standardbreds across the Midwest. Kevin Miller Stable. 217-254-0170.
For over 40 years, horses have been our way of life. Built on experience, patience, and care. From sale preparation to rehabilitation, we are committed to helping horses reach their potential. Brendan Equine, a tradition of horsemanship. Call Lamar or Ronnie today.
Real craftsmanship still exists. At your custom woodworking and Amish furniture. From custom kitchens and built-in to handcrafted furniture, outdoor poly, and more. Family owned and trusted since 1995. Visit Yoder's in Sullivan or call 217-728-2166 today.
Avenatti Racing, a third-generation, family-run stable with a legacy of excellence. Centrally located between Illinois, Indiana, and Kentucky racing programs, Avenatti Racing specializes in buying yearlings, breaking, training, and racing top-performing standardbreds. Call 217-840-6469 or email AvenettiRacing@gmail.com.
Bridget Lapine once again sponsoring the Fastest Mile of the Day Award. The Connections of the Horse posting the fastest winning mile this afternoon, and each racing program this week will be awarded $50 plus a t-shirt and an American flag themed plaque for the fastest mile of the day. And so far, 2 minutes and 1/5 by Roll the Dice in the third race, the fastest mile that we've had here so far this afternoon. Fourth race, starters are out. Also checking the Doug McCain's Gourmet Barbecue Sauce leading driver standings. Wyatt Avenatti, 41 points. J.D. Finn and Jordan Patton have moved into a tie for second with 21 each. Then in fourth, you've got Harold Finn Jr. with 18. And then three drivers at 17 each, Archie Buford, Mike Cox, and Matt Avenatti. The Altamont VFW and Team Searle leading trainer award. Jamaica Patton, 30 points now to top the standings through today's third race, followed by Tom Simmons with 18 points and Dennis Gardner with 15. So still have commanding leads for Wyatt Avenatti in the driver standings and Jamaica Patton in the trainer standings. Those of us who never spent much time at the barn and know absolutely nothing about training a racehorse, it's fascinating to us how the trainer has to constantly be thinking, even if you've got a nice 2-year-old, even if your horse is unbeaten, You've always got to be thinking about what's coming ahead. It's almost like a sports coach who recognizes that, okay, we're moving out of the non-conference into the conference schedule, whatever it might be. There always are going to be tougher races down the road. The other horses are going to mature. They're going to get stronger. They're going to get better. You've always got to be thinking about how you can best set your horse up, shoeing the harness, the equipment, to make sure your horse is comfortable and can perform to his optimum level. Let's meet the starters for the fourth race for a purse of $1,200, the Open Maiden Pace. Maiden classified as a non-winner of a purse race. Open means no state-bred restrictions or any other restrictions. If you've got a registered pacer with the U.S. Trotting Association that's never won a purse race, you're good to go. Also eligible, Illinois conceived and foaled, Illinois-bred pacers that have not won 2 races. Number 1, Loy's Outlaw Woman, was scratched from her race here earlier in the week, owned by Erica Coleman Loy of Beecher City, trained and driven by Tyler Stevens Clements. Number 2, Fox Valley Angelic, 3rd here earlier in the week, owned by Aaron Martin of Marion, trained by Darla Martin Lohman. The driver is Aaron Martin. 3 is Arcase Party, owned by the MM&D Racing LLC of Charleston, trained by Stan Swisher. The driver J.D. Finn. Number 4, Roll On Ms. Jones, owned by Lori Jones of Nokomis, trained by Jeremy Jones, and the driver is Archie Buford. Headed to the starting gate, race 4, the Brookstone Estates race for pacers. Our starter, Stacy DeRoos of Charleston. Top of the stretch. Here they come for the 4th of our 7 events. Off and pacing, and there goes Fox Valley Angelic out for the lead. Loy's Outlaw Woman comes away 2nd. Arcase Party 3rd. Loy's Outlaw Woman is off stride. Loy's Outlaw Woman is on a break. Tyler Stevens Clemens in the black and gold driving colors, leaning back on the race bike and trying to restrain that pacing mare to settle her down, get her back on the pace as they now move off the turn and up the backstretch. Fox Valley Angelic, your leader. Fox Valley Angelic, the lead, 3.5 lengths. And then comes Arcase Party in 2nd by 3 lengths. Roll On Ms. Jones is 3rd. And Loy's Outlaw Woman back on the pace, but 4th, but beginning to catch up to the other 3. 31 seconds flat, the time for the opening quarter. They move around the north side of the course, and Loy's Outlaw Woman is off stride once again. Back up front, Fox Valley Angelic, the leader. Fox Valley Angelic leads it by 2.5 lengths. Arcase Party 2nd by 2. Roll On Ms. Jones, that is the first-time starter, because her race here earlier in the week at the Effingham County Fair was canceled by the rain showers that we had on Sunday. So this is actually her first career start. She's getting a good account of herself, a close 3rd after the opening half mile. 1:01.3 here in the Brookstone Estates race. They head for the backstretch once again, and Fox Valley Angelic and Arcase Party and Roll On Ms. Jones, they go 1, 2, 3 respectively, and Loy's Outlaw Woman is 4th as the leader has reached the midpoint of the backstretch. And here comes Roll On Ms. Jones. This first-time starter is on the charge. 3rd, 2nd to the lead goes Roll On Ms. Jones, and she leads it by a length, but she's about to have company. Arcase Party is also on the move from 3rd to 2nd, a length off the leader. 1:33.2 the time at the 3/4. They make the bend around the north turn, and Roll On Ms. Jones leads it by a length and a half. Arcase Party is 2nd by 2. Fox Valley Angelic is 3rd. Roll On Ms. Jones, first career start, and this filly looks like a pro. She's going to win it for Archie Buford. Roll On Miss Jones won it by just over 3 lengths. Arcase Party was 2nd, and then a gap of nearly 15 lengths back to Fox Valley Angelic in 3rd. And heads up, the racetrack is still hot. You've still got Loy's Outlaw Woman, who's coming down the stretch to complete her mile, to be credited for a 4th place finish. So a heads up, racetrack is still hot, and here comes the final horse across the wire in the Brookstone Estates race to complete race 4. Time for the mile, 2:02 and 4. 2:02 and 4/5 of a second.
not too many horses
win their first start like that.
Yeah.
That horse wasn't even warming up great. I think that was one that was kind of scared of all the grandstand and everything, but turned on the jets in that race and swooped them.
I throw a note out there. If you're listening at home, we've heard from a couple of people the commercials are garbled, and if you could just send us if everybody's are garbled, that would be great, so that we can. We're still trying to diagnose what the problem is.
Well, folks, our winning trainer comes to us from the great state of Louisiana. The gentleman who's walking out in the white shirt and the white cap to greet his winning horse, that is trainer Jeremy Jones out of the great state of Louisiana. He has teamed up with Mississippi native Archie Buford, our winning driver, and this 3-year-old filly has just won in her career debut. How about a hand for Roll On, Ms. Jones? Time for the mile, 2:02 and 4 to take the Brookstone Estates of Effingham race. And once again, trackside, our newly crowned Miss Effingham County Fair Queen, Mara Kirk, our junior Miss Lydia Windling, assisting with the presentation of the Brookstone Estates blanket. This winning filly is owned by Lori Jones of Nokomis. Her late husband, Charles R. Bob Jones, owned a lot of horses that raced here back in the 1970s and 1980s. Archie, to you and Jeremy, I'll guarantee you, you have just made Lori Jones's day. She will be over the moon about this. Archie's nodding his head. Congratulations, gentlemen, well done. 2:02 and 4, the time for the mile. I am awfully curious of Jeremy, the trainer who's now walking across the home stretch, if he expected that kind of performance from that filly. The winning filly by time to roll. She is also a homebred for the Jones family of Nokomis, as she was bred by the late Charles R. Bob Jones. Illinois bred, Roll On, Miss Jones, a 3-year-old filly winning on debut. Full field rundown coming right up. And here is that rundown. Loy's Outlaw Woman finished 4th. Fox Valley Angelic 3rd. Arcase Party the runner-up. And Roll On, Miss Jones, the winner. 31 at the quarter. 101 and 3 at the half. 133 and 2 at the 3/4. And the mile 2:02 and 4/5 of a second. It reads down 4, 3, 2, 1. No changes in the upcoming 5th race. Looks like we're ready to launch some t-shirts. Jeremy Jones, again, congratulations. Did you expect that kind of performance from this filly? He says, no, I did not. Well, you did a good job getting her ready, and that's what counts. So congratulations, sir. And Scott, we will hand things back over to you.
Altamont Racing. From yearling to racetrack, we build contenders.
Kerr Auction is your trusted source for ag equipment, attachments, construction gear, trucks, trailers, and hard-to-find parts. With live and online auctions at KerrAuction.com, you can bid from anywhere, field, job site, or front porch. From big equipment to small parts. If you need it, Kerr Auction has it. Don't miss your next deal. Check out KerrAuction.com today. Kerr Auction, built for the working world.
Why pay more for the same groceries? Your favorite brands at the prices you love. Right here in Altamont. Family owned and proud to serve our community. proud supporters of the local harness race and the Coles County Fair. Stop in and save today. B&D Grocery in Mattoon. Experience matters. At Simmons Stable, Illinois Hall of Fame trainer Tom Simmons, along with wife Benita, has built a legacy of developing and racing championship standardbreds. From yearling to winter circle, every horse is guided with experience, expertise, and care. Simmons Stable, 217-801-4246.
Looking to move your mobile home? Need a roll-off dumpster at a competitive rate? Or maybe it's time to demo that old mobile home? Pine Ridge Mobile Home Transport has you covered. We serve Central Illinois with reliable mobile home transport, offer affordable roll-off dumpsters for the Springfield area, and provide expert demolition services across Illinois and Missouri. For fast, friendly service, call Wayne Decker at 217-313-9744. That's 217-313.
Long before the crowds arrive, the work is already underway. Track after track. Kevin Miller Stable campaigns winning standardbreds across the Midwest. Kev Miller Stable, 217-254-0170.
For over 40 years.
Big day Friday, 10 races scheduled. First post, 12 noon.
David, I'm just checking microphones now because I've tried about everything I can do here, and apparently.
And thank you, Scott. They are at the post gates rolling, they being 3 pacers in race 5, the second division of the open maiden pace. The Keller family blanket here will go to the winner. Past performance lines are current. Some Red Hot Star number 1 and the 3 Rockin' Yankee had been entered to race here on Sunday afternoon, but that race was canceled after the rainfall that we had. It did not transfer forward to the Monday card. First time starter, number 2 Hi Hat. Will we see back-to-back winners in their career debuts? We're about to find out, and we'll find out together. Here they come. They are off and pacing. There goes some Red Hot Star out for the early lead. Rockin' Yankee is away second toward the outside. And Hi Hat, the first-time starter, comes away in third as they swing down into the first turn. Some Red Hot Star is the leader. Some Red Hot Star, owned by a partnership which includes Jackson Loy from here in Effingham County, has the lead off the first turn up the backstretch. But there's Rockin' Yankee moving up on the outside. And Rockin' Yankee now takes the lead just before the quarter. So Rockin' Yankee takes over and leads it by a neck, a half length, now by a full length past the quarter mile mark. 30 4/5 of a second for the opening quarter, 30 4/5. Rockin' Yankee shows the way for 3-time defending driving champion at the Effingham County Fair, Wyatt Avenatti, with a widening lead here for Rockin' Yankee. After 3/8 of a mile, the advantage is out to 4 lengths. Some Red Hot Star goes second, a gap of nearly 20 lengths more to Hi Hat, who travels a distant third. 1 lap to go in the Keller family race for pacers at the 82nd annual Effingham County Fair, and the leader is Rockin' Yankee. The lead is only 2 lengths, though. Some Red Hot Star is second. A minute flat for the first half mile, a minute flat, and then a gap of 20 more lengths back to Hi Hat, and Hi Hat is third as the field moves off the south turn and heads up the backstretch once again with Rockin' Yankee in control. Rockin' Yankee, an Indiana-sired pacer, shows the way by a length. Some Red Hot Star, an Illinois bred, is second, and Hi Hat, another Illinois bred, is third. Quarter mile to go. Rockin' Yankee, the one to catch, still leads it, still by 2 lengths. 3/4, 132 flat. 3/4, 132. Some Red Hot Star got rough gated at the entry to the far turn on the north end of the track. He put in a couple of awkward steps, she did, I should say, and lost a few more lengths to the leader. And as a result, Rockin' Yankee comes off the final turn, coming through the stretch and to the wire. It will be win number 6 on the week for Wyatt Avenatti of Chrisman, Illinois, in the red, white, and blue driving colors. Rockin' Yankee wins it, and wins it by a comfortable margin, winning by nearly 10 lengths. Some Red Hot Star was second, and further back Hi Hat crossing the wire in third. 2:01 and 2, the time for the mile. Rockin' Yankee 2:01 and 2/5 of a second, getting a first career victory in a purse race. We'll meet the winner in just a moment.
All right, David, good race.
Yeah, good race there. I didn't know if we were up or not. I looked over.
Yep, I got us up.
Yep, White took that one pretty handily. Kurt was hoping that first-time starter would get another win back-to-back races. That was a little, I think, a little wishful hoping on his end, but still a good account of itself on Hi Hat, the Mike Brink barn. We finished 2-3-1 down the page with some Red Hot Star finishing second, Hi Hat third, and of course our winner Rockin' Yankee in a time of 2:01 and 2. Here, oh, there he is.
All right, we'll go to lower third.
Good to see Tom and Benita out here at the fair.
Wyatt Avenatti is a third-generation horseman. His grandfather, Earl Avenatti, a former school teacher, now age 86, still active as a trainer. And then, of course, Wyatt's father, Dave Avenatti, has been a trainer and drove for several years before focusing on training duties. And Wyatt carries on the family tradition, as does brother Matt and others in the family. And Wyatt, you're hanging in there, bud. You're keeping a pretty good advantage in those driver standings. Have you talked to Archie? I think Archie's trying to get as many drives as he can to make it a battle. Do you have many drives left? No. Wyatt says right now, Wyatt has only 1 or 2 drives left for the week at the Effingham County Fair. Wyatt is currently standing at 46 points. He is about 20 points plus ahead of the next closest driver, but he is about to run out of drives. Well, in the winner's circle is Wyatt Avenatti. How about a hand for the winner of race 5, number 3, Rockin' Yankee? The Keller family, our blanket sponsor for this 5th race. And again, you go back and look through the Effingham County Fair record books, and you'll find where the Keller family has been sponsoring races at the Effingham County Fair for all the way back to the 1960s. Folks, thank you so much. We appreciate your continued support of the Effingham County Fair. And there's the winner of the Keller family blanket, Rockin' Yankee. Congratulations to Ann Schneider of Petersburg and Ivan Hawthorne of Winsboro, Louisiana. Trainer Tom Simmons, who we saw Tom and wife Benita trackside, and our winning driver, Wyatt Avenatti. Here's the full field rundown. It's official for race 5 from the top. Some Red Hot Star finished 2. Hi Hat finished 3, and Rockin' Yankee was the winner. The quarter in 30 4/5, the half in a minute flat, 3/4 in 1:32, and the time for the mile 2:01 2/5 of a second. It reads down 2:31. Race 6 is on the way, and we do owe you a driver change in race 6 as Aaron Martin has a double call. Scott, as we go back to you, I remember as a kid, come out here, and the Keller family had so many active businesses in Effingham County. They would have displays. You would pick up pens and pencils and refrigerator magnets, and always a prominent sponsor here at the races. Great to see members of the family joining us trackside a moment ago.
Horses have been our way of life, built on experience, patience, and care. From sale preparation to rehabilitation, we are committed to helping horses reach their potential. Brenham and Equine, a tradition of horsemanship. Call Lamar or Ronnie today.
Real craftsmanship still exists at Yoder's Custom Woodworking and Amish Furniture. From custom kitchens and built-ins to handcrafted furniture, outdoor poly, and more. Family owned and trusted since 1995. Visit Yoder's and Sullivan or call 217-728-2166 today.
Avenatti Racing, a third-generation, family-run stable with a legacy of excellence. Centrally located between Illinois, Indiana, and Kentucky racing programs, Avenatti Racing specializes in buying yearlings, breaking, training, and racing top-performing standardbreds. Call 217-840-6469 or email AvenattiRacing@gmail.com today. Avenatti Racing, from yearling to racetrack, we build contenders.
Kerr Auction is your trusted source for ag equipment, attachments, construction gear, trucks, trailers, and hard-to-find parts. With live and online auctions at kerrauction.com, you can bid from anywhere, field, job site, or front porch. From big equipment to small parts, if you need it, Kerr Auction has it. Don't miss your next deal. Check out KerrAuction.com today. Kerr Auction, built for the working world.
Why pay more for the same groceries? Your favorite brands at prices you'll love. Right here in Mattoon. Family owned and proud to serve our community. Proud supporters of local harness racing and the Coles County Fair. Stop in and save today. B&D Grocery in Mattoon.
Experience matters. At Simmons Stable, Illinois Hall of Fame trainer Tom Simmons, along with wife Benita, has built a legacy of developing and racing championship standardbreds. From yearling to winner's circle, every horse is guided with experience, expertise, and care. Simmons Stable, 217-801-4246.
Looking to move your mobile home? Need a roll-off dumpster at a competitive rate? Or maybe it's time to demo that old mobile home? Pine Ridge Mobile Home Transport has you covered. We serve Central Illinois with reliable mobile home transport, offer affordable roll-off dumpsters for the Springfield area, and provide expert demolition services across Illinois and Missouri. For fast, friendly service, call Wayne Decker at 217-313-9744. That's 217-313-9744. Or find Pine Ridge Mobile Home Transport on Facebook, your one-stop solution for mobile home services.
I'll pull myself back up. Welcome back to Harness 2. We'll jump out of commercials and look ahead here at maybe race 6. There it is. Race 6 is our open maiden trot. Also eligible ICF non-winners of 2. Got a 3-horse field here. 2 horses trained by the Tyler Stephen Clemens barn.
Thank you, Scott.
And 1 out of
race 6. Starters are out.
All local connections.
Horses are on the track for race 6 of our 7 events. This is the open maiden trot. Also eligible Illinois conceived and foaled horses that are non-winners of 2 races. Jordan Patton, the driver of number 1, Frontier Duke. Jordan Patton drives number 1, Frontier Duke, who comes off the turn to the top of the stretch to begin the post parade. Our blanket sponsor, Nick Patton, Country Financial. Number 1, Frontier Duke, is owned by Jackson Loy of Beecher City, trained by Tyler Stevens Clemens. Jordan Patton in the bike. 2, Fox Valley Pride, owned by Larry Longnecker of Sumner, trained by Darla Martin Lohman, her nephew Aaron Martin, the driver. 3, Loy's Hank Jr., owned by Jackson Lloyd, trained by Tyler Stevens Clemens, and the driver, Wyatt Avenetti. Checking those leading driver standings, Wyatt Avenetti just picked up 5 points in that 5th race today, so that gives him 46 points on the week thus far. He's got 46. The next closest, J.D. Finn at 24, and then Archie Buford at 22, and Jordan Patton at 21. So you heard Wyatt express concern. He said, I don't have a lot of drives left for the week. So if these other drivers, particularly Jordan Patton and Archie Buford, if they keep picking up more drives in these next couple of days, that battle for leading driver could heat up, because Wyatt, to a large degree, is going to be watching the rest of it unfold from the sidelines. Headed to the gate, race 6. Scott, that was correct. L, trackside? Very good. Just wanted to mention, I thought during the Keller family presentation, I was about 75% sure that I spotted L. Keller trackside. She was one of the contestants in the Miss Effingham County Fair Queen pageant. Do I remember correctly? Was she not voted Miss Most Photogenic, Scott? Does that ring a bell last night? Yes. Oh, sure. I should have checked with Mara and Lydia down here.
Yes, you're correct.
Well, very good. Well, we regret that we didn't pick that up earlier, but to L. Keller, if you're still within earshot, great to have you with us down trackside, and congratulations on Most Photogenic from the Effingham County Fair Queen pageant. Here they come, race 6, ready to go. They are off and trotting. There goes Lois Hank Jr. out for the lead. Frontier Duke is right there toward the inside, and then Fox Valley Pride comes away third, and Lois Hank Jr. is off stride. Lois Hank Jr. is on the break. Frontier Duke moves by to the inside. Fox Valley Pride will step by carefully as well to go up to the second position as they enter the backstretch, and there goes Fox Valley Pride for the lead. Incidentally, you have 3 trotters in this race. All 3 are stabled right here at the Effingham County Fairgrounds. All 3 of these horses train over this racetrack. You've got 2 from the barn of Tyler Stevens Clemens and 1 from the barn of trainer Darla Martin Lohman. They go past the quarter, 34 and 3 for the opening quarter, 34 and 3/5 seconds. Frontier Duke is off stride, and the leader is Fox Valley Pride. Fox Valley Pride opens up here on a 10-length lead because the 2 trotters behind him both are struggling with staying on gate on the trot. Now, by the time they come off the north turn and work their way toward the halfway point, Lois Hank Jr. gets back on the trot and is closing ground from the second position. Frontier Duke also is back on the trot. So all 3, these 3 are separated by about 5 lengths with a half mile to go. They all 3 are still in with a chance to win. 106 and 3, the time for the first half mile. 106 and 3, the Nick Patton Country Financial race. They move off the lower turn and head toward the backstretch. After 5/8 of a mile, Fox Valley Pride is the leader. Fox Valley Pride leads it by 2.5 lengths. Lois Hank Jr. is off stride. Lois Hank Jr. on a break. Frontier Duke moves by in second, and Frontier Duke is closing ground with every stride on leader Fox Valley Pride. A quarter mile to go. It is Fox Valley Pride with a 2-length lead. Frontier Duke is second to the final turn, off 3/4 in 1 minute 40 and 3/5 seconds. Just over 1/8 of a mile to go. Fox Valley Pride still has the lead. Fox Valley Pride by 3 lengths, top of the stretch to Frontier Duke, and then Lois Hank Jr., who broke stride again on the final turn. It is Fox Valley Pride, the leader. The lead is a strong 3.5 to 4 lengths a deep stretch. Fox Valley Pride, Aaron Martin in the brown and gold colors to win here at the Effingham County Fair, taking the Nick Patton Country Financial race. He was 4 lengths back to Frontier Duke, home second, and his stablemate Lois Hank Jr. across the wire in third. The time for the mile, 2:11 and 3. 2 minutes 11 and 3/5 seconds. We'll recap it. We'll meet the winner in a moment. Race 7 is on the way.
Is that us? Okay.
All right, David, back at the end of that race. And it looks like everybody did well except for me. It looks like it's my day to be back on the bottom.
Good to see. Good to see Aaron Martin get a win here at home. Nice having a race of nothing but local connection horses. All 3 horses are trained right here on the Effingham County Fairgrounds. So they all knew the track well, and good to see some local connections here in the winner's circle.
Absolutely. As we take a look at racing here, we have one more race.
One race to go. Yep, we're in the 6th of 7 before we pack up and head to, an hour or so east over to Marshall tonight.
Yeah, and we've been trying some things here, but folks, I'm sure it's a glitch for today. Tomorrow it will be gone. Or tonight it will be gone. I don't want any more glitches tonight to deal with as we get ready to go here, as I'm looking at the signal
lower
going
third.
out. And we'll
now returning is the winner of race 6, scoring a first career victory, this 3-year-old trotter. How about a hand for number 2, Fox Valley Pride? Aaron Martin in the race bike. Aaron, by trade is a nuclear engineer. But he grew up in a racing family, and when he is able to get away from his full-time job, he enjoys coming out to the fairs, getting into the race bike. He makes his home in Marion, Illinois, and he drives for owner Larry Longnecker, who stands to the left of our winning driver. Larry's home, of course, in Sumner. The winning trotter, a 3-year-old gelded son of Southwind Chrome, trained by Aaron's aunt, Darla Martin Lohman. And there is the Nick Patton Country Financial Blanket. Nick is always faithful to sponsor a blanket each year at the fair, and we appreciate his continued support of racing. We've talked to Nick about it before, and he has told us as a former athlete himself, he very much enjoys the competition that takes place at the fair, including in these harness races. So, Aaron Martin, we're glad you had a day off from your full-time gig. Thanks for being with us. Congratulations, Aaron. He gives the crowd a nice wave. Judge, are we official? Thank you, Al Siebert. Here's the full field rundown. Frontier Duke finished 2. Fox Valley Pride, the winner. Lois Hank Jr. was 3rd. 34-3 at the quarter. 106-3 at the half. 3 quarters, 1 minute 40 and 3/5 seconds. And the time for the mile, 2 minutes 11 and 3/5 seconds. 2:11-3, the time for the mile in today's 6th race. And so it reads down 2-1-3. 7th and final race is on the way. Scott, I don't know about you. We start talking about a guy who's a nuclear engineer, way above my pay grade.
David, as we head into the last race of the day, we want to make sure that we give our sponsors some acknowledgement. Also, all of our commercial people, our donors that help make this all possible. But we also want to talk about where we're going to be here coming up. As I try to get that down.
Yeah.
Yep. And throw our race bug up there, or a race thing.
It's not loading. Refire it. Is that it? No, that's the image one. Never mind. I guess it's not working. Let me check the site.
It doesn't seem to be firing. That may be part of our audio problems.
No, it's not.
It's not.
I was changing. I didn't want to. Yep.
Let's talk about our racing schedule coming up. We'll be at Marshall tonight, 6 p.m. Post time. Tomorrow, Lisa and I will be back here for a noon post time. And in between times, all the gremlins are going to leave. And then Saturday and Sunday, we'll be at Mount Sterling. And we're a 1 o'clock post time there.
We are, 1 o'clock, yeah.
Yes, a little earlier than we normally, to give those guys setup time for the demo derby or whatever's going on Saturday night.
And if we couldn't get our schedule graphic to work, but if you ever are wondering where we're going to be, if we're going to be at a fair or not, check out harnesstube.com. There's a schedule link there. Our next 5 are right there on the home page. The next upcoming race is very visible at the top of the page. Just check out harnesstube.com. You'll be up to date on where and when we're going to be broadcasting.
All right, that sounds great, David. As we get through this day here
I really was
today.
just making sure that link was still working on the website. So that's good, and we still have the information out there for everybody accurately, which is important.
Very important.
Ooh. Driver change on the 2 of this 7th race. I forgot to put in here. Jordan Patton on Hey Freaky. And it looks like Lisa's uncatchable as far as points in this race. She's at 403. Brady and I are battling for second, 345 and 343.
And I'm in that familiar spot.
We chose, in 4th, we chose different horses. Brady and I both used 5-4 on top. I went with Mickey's best shots, finished 3rd, where he went Hey Freaky. So I think that's the matchup to watch, because that's going to really play out. Those 2 horses and how they finish are going to dictate who gets 2nd and 3rd in today's afternoon pick'em.
Absolutely. As we get ready for the final race of the day here, dust flying around. Our wind has kind of slowed up just a little. but it hasn't been terrible out here today by any
No,
means.
it's not bad at all. The fans are comfortable. If we'll get off the air pretty quickly after this race so I can get over to Marshall, but Steve will sign off and everything, and we'll get packed up and hit the road to do it all again tonight.
Absolutely. As we take a look at things here, as a little bit more time. Let's see, I'm trying to see where we're running. Hey, Dave, it's just a quarter till 2, so going to be in good shape as far as everything's concerned.
2:30, I'm rolling either way, which we should have 45 minutes for one race. Should not be a problem.
As they're doing things in the stands here. Again, we appreciate everybody tuning in and everybody occasionally putting up with those technical difficulties that we have, and the people that give us feedback on that.
I'll tell you, speaking of the grandstand, something I didn't mention yet, those people who maybe caught Kurt talking about it, one of our grandstand sponsors is our advertiser, Yoder's Custom Woodworking. They've given out a $100 gift certificate to their store, I think a $50 and a $75 for the Pick a Winner contest. So we appreciate not only their support of Harness Tube, but horse racing in general, especially these good programs like Altamont that put on these great shows and lots of fans.
Wave to the fans because Lisa's
we were talking, and she decided to put us on. There it is, yeah. Well, I want to give a shout-out to, Yoder's. They do a great job. If you ever driving through Sullivan, it's right there on the main highway. You can't miss it. Stop in. Great furniture, handmade Amish furniture. Really craftsmanship is there. It's sturdy. It's long-lasting. They've got some great stuff. I've peeked through a couple times myself.
All right. Yeah, I don't.
That's the headphone amp, I think.
Is it? Nothing's moved. Must be a sweat bee going on it.
Very possible.
We'll blame it on the sweat bees. There's the problem, David.
They've been bugging me all day. I've been swatting them around over here. I'm too sweet, right?
Absolutely. Boy, a lot of prizes being given away across the way.
I know. I want to, is it Doug Jones Barbecue? Is that the name? I'm getting that wrong, aren't I?
Yeah.
I should look it up. But they've given out, I think, 20, 25 bottles of barbecue sauce, let alone their race blanket, let alone their pick a winner. I think they're not the pick winner, the driver contest or fastest mile. One of those, they're a sponsor as well. So we appreciate the local businesses that care enough about horse racing to, not just them, because we've seen all of these blanket sponsors have shown up for their picture. They've come out on the track, whether they're working today and they take off for lunch to get out to the races and, to be a part of the horse races. We appreciate them being seen and their contributions to horse racing in the Effingham County Fair.
All right. There goes Archie Buford.
Mickey's best shot, the Adrian Fortune trainee.
So excited to get this last race done here.
I think Scott finally ran out of gifts over there, he said. That's crazy.
That's nuts.
I don't know if you guys saw it earlier. There's a post on Facebook that Kurt made where Archie was talking to our judge, Al Siebert, up there. But Archie got the coolest plaque from Circle J? There's a horse farm down here that is giving out our driver of the days. There's a American flag plaque in the star.
And thank you,
portion.
Scott. One note regarding the winner of race 6, Fox Valley Pride. That horse raced here Monday and broke stride and finished next to last. So a big tip of the hat to the Lohman Barn and owner Larry Longnecker. Fox Valley Pride gets it turned around here today and comes home with a first career victory in that 6th race. But our focus now is race 7, the Open Colton Gelding Pace. Our blanket sponsor, Rogers Home Appliances, with locations both in Altamont and Effingham. I have got to tell you, I love doing business with Roger Beckew because everything he's ever sold me for my house has been absolutely fantastic. I have bought a refrigerator for my home from Roger. I have bought a refrigerator for my office from Roger. I've bought my television from Roger. Not only does Roger sell quality appliances, but also he backs them up. He absolutely backs them up. And if you ever have an issue of any kind, he is right there and ready to take care of it. I remember buying a TV from Roger a few years ago, and it was user error. I didn't know how to set it up. It was the day before Thanksgiving. He came to my house, and he got the TV programmed and set up for me. And doing it right on top of the holiday, it really meant a lot. So the sales and the service, both fantastic at Rogers Home Appliances. Let's check some updated past performance lines in race 7. Number 1, Mickey's Best Shot. That race from August 3rd was canceled. Likewise for the race from August 3rd for the 2 Hey Freaky. Number 3, Valley Sage, raced here on Monday, finishing 5th with a beaten time of 2:03 and 2. Number 4, Revelry was second here on Monday with a beaten time of 2:02 and 1. And Fox Valley Steeler, his race was canceled, was scheduled to race here on Sunday, but that was one of the races that got eliminated because of the rainfall. Race number 7, starters are out. Horses are on the track, and there is a late driver change in race 7. Making his first appearance ever at the Effingham County Fair. And folks, he has been talking about coming to this fair since Memorial Day. The driver of number 2, Hey Freaky, Devin Neefus. Number 2, Hey Freaky, Devin Neefus, Neafus, comes from a racing family with roots in Corydon, Indiana. He has a father and an uncle that have won a combined 1,000 races in their driving career. Those of you who might remember the days of the old Louisville Downs in Louisville, Kentucky, the Neefus stable won a lot of races. Pam Cross, our clerk, is nodding her head. She says she remembers. So Devin carries on the family tradition. Right now, he's got number 2, Hey Freaky, over at the midpoint of the backstretch. He got his first career win Memorial Weekend at Martinsville, and he started talking to us. He said, I can't wait to come to the Effingham County Fair. He said, I've made friends with horsemen in your county, so it's good to have Devin driving number 2. Let's meet the starters for the Rogers Home Appliances race. Number 1, Mickey's Best Shot, is owned and trained by Adrian Fortune of Walnut Grove, Mississippi, and the driver is Archie Buford. Number 2 is Hey Freaky, owned by Tyler Stevens Clemens of Springfield. Jackson Loy of Beecher City, trained by Tyler Stevens Clemens, and again the driver Devin Neefus. Number 3, Valley Sage, owned by Janet Asaro of Hazelwood, Missouri, trained by Darla Martin Lohman, Aaron Martin in the bike. 4 is Revelry, owned by Jackson Loy, trained by Tyler Stevens Clemens. Tyler is in the bike. 5 is Fox Valley Steeler, owned by Benita Simmons of Springfield and Ann Schneider of Petersburg, trained by Tom Simmons. The driver is Wyatt Avenatti. Not only is Devin Neefus making his first appearance ever at the Effingham County Fair, today is his birthday, 23 years of age today. There he is, folks. Let's welcome Devin Neefus. Devin salutes the crowd, raises the whip with his right hand, and acknowledges those cheers and well wishes as we get set to go in our 7th and final race of the day. A reminder, a lot more coming up yet today at the Effingham County Fair on this Wednesday. The Community Showcase in the Vendors Building, that's the former Schutzenfest building, 3:30, and again at 5:30. The Free Stage, Balloons by Kimberly at 5 o'clock. The 4-H Livestock Auction at the 4-H Show Arena, that'll be at 5 p.m. That's always a fun time. 6 p.m. is when Lures Carnival opens up on the Midway with Family Bargain Night. And at 7 o'clock this evening, it's the Pro Polling League Champion Seed Western Series and local tractors and semis. That program sponsored by Dustin Son and Wix Filters. And again, to everyone in the polling community, you were so kind and gracious earlier. You worked with us to get the infield opened up so that our officials could get a clear line of sight on the quarter pole, especially for our timers. We want you to know we appreciate it, and we know it's going to be a fantastic show here this evening. At the post, gates rolling, race 7. Here they come for the Rogers Home Appliances race, race 7. They are often pacing. There goes Mickey's Best Shot out for the early lead. Fox Valley Steeler is there as well with early speed. And Fox Valley Steeler, a horse with a record of 152-2 and earnings over $100,000, is moving up on the outside to challenge for the lead. But Mickey's Best Shot has won $75,000 and has a record of 150 and 4/5 of a second. And Mickey's Best Shot comes away with the lead. Fox Valley Steeler gets over behind the leader in second position. There goes Revelry. Revelry's moving up on the outside. Fourth to third to second, now to put a head in front just past the quarter. So Revelry to the outside, a short lead. Mickey's Best Shot will save the ground on the inside lane around the north turn. 30 and 2/5 of a second for the opening quarter. Fox Valley Steeler rates right behind that lead battle in third. Then a gap of 5 more lengths back to Valley Sage in fourth, and another 15 lengths back to Hey Freaky, who trails the field as they come on down toward the halfway point. In the finale on this Wednesday card, race 7, it is still door to door for the race lead. You've got Revelry to the outside and Mickey's Best Shot, who once again will save ground on that inside lane when they get back to the south turn. 59 and 1 for the first half mile, 59 and 1/5 seconds. On to the backstretch they go, still side by side. The lead battle continues up the backstretch. Mickey's Best Shot to the inside has the lead by a neck. Revelry second on the outside, a length and a half. Fox Valley Steeler third. 20 more lengths. Valley Sage is fourth. Hey Freaky is fifth as they go by the 3/4 mile mark. A win on the line. The Rogers Home Appliances blanket on the line. The Circle L Walking Horses fastest mile of the day trophy could be on the line. 3/4, 128 and 1, and it's going to be a 3-wide move for Fox Valley Steeler to the far outside. Revelry between horses. Mickey's Best Shot to the inside. Mickey's Best Shot a short lead. Revelry comes back again on the outside. Now Revelry's got the lead. Revelry, yes, to win for Beecher City-based owner Jackson Loy and trainer-driver Tyler Stevens Clemens in the Rogers Home Appliances race. It was Mickey's Best Shot home second, Fox Valley Steeler third, and then further back Hey Freaky fourth and Valley Sage fifth. And that will do it for that Circle L Walking Horses trophy. There's your fastest mile of the day. The 7th and final race, your time 1 minute 57 and 2/5 seconds.
Well, David, Lisa pretty much beat everybody by almost 100 points.
98 to be exact. Yeah, how about that? Almost.
Just a really good day for Lisa on the picks today, as everybody has their day. And
as long as I beat Brady.
Well, let's see. Lisa beat Brady. You beat Brady.
By 12.
I didn't beat Brady. Again,
I was 2 up on Brady going into that race. I couldn't let it slip.
And good race there. Tyler Clements gets, and something is setting some things off. We think it's the radio, but not sure. As we get ready to finish up, yeah, he was talking on the radio again.
Checking the updated Doug McCain's Gourmet Barbecue Sauce standings for leading driver Wyatt Avenatti will wrap up the day with 48 points. Archie Buford now has sole possession of second with 25 points. And then at 24 apiece, tied for third, J.D. Finn and Jordan Patton. The Altamont VFW and Team Searle leading trainer award, Jamaica Patton with 30, leading Tom Simmons at 24. So those battles continue. And again, even if it sounds like Wyatt Avenatti pretty well has things under control, a reminder, Wyatt said he doesn't have many drives left this week. So we'll see if Archie Buford or someone else can make progress and try to chase him down. Folks, how about an Effingham County-owned horse for the fastest mile of the day? Here's number 4, Revelry. Tyler Stevens Clemens in the black and gold colors climbs off that blue race bike as Revelry moves into the winner's circle. Tyler is the trainer and driver. Tyler's a native of Springfield. He relocated here to Altamont this summer to train for owner Jackson Loy. So Tyler, good to have you as a member of the community here in Effingham County as he gives us an acknowledgement as he leaves the winner's circle. Our thanks once again to Roger Beckew and his whole staff at Rogers Home Appliances with locations both in Altamont and in Effingham. Appreciate their support of racing at the fair. Thanks again also to our Queen and our Junior Miss, Mara Kirk, our newly crowned Miss Effingham County Fair Queen, and there's our junior Miss Lydia Windling. Ladies, nice job. We appreciate your help today and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. In fact, we've got another presentation because here is that Circle L Walking Horses Award for the fastest mile of the day. $50, that American flag themed plaque and a t-shirt, all going to the Jackson Loy stable as Revelry comes home in 1 minute 57 and 2/5 seconds, easily the fastest mile of the afternoon. Our thanks again to Russ and Bridget Lapine for sponsoring this award. And there you go, folks, the fastest mile of the day, Revelry. And the result is official. Here's the full field rundown for that 7th and final race. Mickey's Best Shot finished 2. Hey Freaky was 4. Valley Sage finished 5. Revelry, the winner, and Fox Valley Steeler finished 3. They got the quarter in 30 and 2/5 of a second. They got the half in 59 and 1. 3/4 in 1:28 and a fifth. The time for the mile, 1 minute 57 and 2/5 seconds. It reads down 2:45.13. As we go back to Scott, I think earlier in the day I heard you mention John Ledbetter.
All right, David, we're going to pull this down, and we're going to say goodbye to people, and we'll
see you in the winner's circle.